Restoration practitioner coming to you on this beautiful Sunday morning from her bathroom. So this isn't my professional time or space. This is the space and time for you all to just kind of get to know me, get to learn more about me so that you can understand me. And then you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. Now I see why she sells the water and didn't come with a conditioner or another serum. Oh, I see why she says that there's no heat protectant needed when we press. Oh, I see why, because she's so experienced and knowledgeable. So let's jump right in. Today's video is all about me and my scalp care here at home, which I am trying to get us to understand how essential scalp care is if you want to at least maintain the hair you have and not lose it and get thinner and shorter. So what I've had to do along my journey, amongst a lot of things, I mean, I've done a lot of things in 49 years, but I've taken the time to research the scalp and really hair growth, because I've already mastered hairstyling. I created the safest silk press service called the My Water Experience, which my online courses are dropping next month to teach you how to do all that too. So I then I have now embarked on a new journey, which is hair loss. I now know everyone is suffering from a level of hair loss, and we'll talk about this later on, but I've embarked on a new journey, which is hair loss prevention, and have learned that everybody's hair grows. So I think the industry had me brainwashed to believe that your hair don't grow. That is not true. Come on, y'all. Now, there may be an area that's not growing, and we're going to talk about that too, because there's a reason why that area is not growing. And that's what I'm all about, y'all. I'm a holistic practitioner. I'm not a stylist. I'm not a hairstylist either. I'm a practitioner, and I specialize in hair loss prevention and management. Because, again, the research proves everyone's hair grows. That's facts. This is why men have to go to the barber every week, because their hair grows back, okay? Even us women. But the difference with us women is we tend to not trim or cut consistently. But I'm gonna go into that later on down the road to this morning too. So go get your water. Notice I didn't say tea or coffee, because we should be drinking water. Remember, I'm different. So in order to subscribe and be a part of my tribe, you got to be ready for change. And if you're like my mom, she don't like change. She hates to change. She wants to be the same way. She's been the same way forever. So I'm all about change. I'm all about us getting better. I'm all about researching. I'm all about testing. I'm not afraid to spend a couple coins for us to test something to determine if it's good or not, right? Because all things are not the same. So go get you some water, because hydration is important, everyone, because this is something else I know that you all are struggling with, which is your water. I have some of the smartest women have to admit to me that they know nothing about proper hydration. You know, I ask so many women that they think they know everything. And I love asking the question, how much water do you drink? Oh, women stumble with me. They get to stuttering and and they always say, I drink a lot of water. Oh, that means you're not tracking it. Because again, I've done a lot of research. So that means that you really don't know, because you ask me how much water I drink. I'm going to tell you, I drink 85 ounces because I know how much my body mass needs. So we'll talk about that later too. But I came on to share with you all about my scalp care here on Sunday morning here at home. So how are you all? And let me know where you're joining me from so that we can talk about your scalp issues, if you have any, because depending on where you live, the research determines what your hair and your scalp is really doing. And I never thought to look at the climate, like, whoa, has a lot to do with what our hair is doing and how our hair reacts to certain products. I didn't realize that. So this morning, it's shampoo day for me. I've had a very busy week. My grandmother passed on the 1st of December. So it's been very difficult for me. I'm not going to lie. I think I do well because I'm a very strong woman. So I very seldomly fold, but it's been challenging to manage all the extra calls and all the extra confusion and still manage my businesses. But what I was going to say all that for, it's been a few days since I've washed my hair. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was raised to like wait until your hair is jacked up to want to do something to it, and that's a choice. And that choice results in your hair going through a lot of neglect and bad negative changes during that time. So I've learned that a lot of things we do are a choice. And even if we were raised, to wash our hair once a month, you can change that. Remember, I'm all about change. So if you're not really into changing, which means you're not into getting better, this live is gonna piss you off. So exit now. I mean, I like to give individuals that time to reflect on self and be like, self, am I one of them ones where I don't want to listen to a woman getting better and teaching others how to get better? Go ahead and leave, y'all. It's like, drink some water. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to exit. Because now I've realized I don't want to be popular. I don't want that life. I just want my tribe. I just want a tribe of individuals that want healthier hair, don't want to put no chemicals in it like a relaxer. Because we're going to talk about that too. Because did y'all know that there's chemicals in water? There's chemicals in shampoo too. I never looked at shampoo as a chemical. So when women say, I ain't got no chemicals in my hair, yeah, you do. I always say, do you shampoo your hair? And they go, yeah, well, you got chemicals in your hair. And then they just look at me and I always say, you mean, do you have a relaxer in your hair? Because did y'all know that conditioners got more chemicals in the bottle than shampoos do? It's a stronger product than your shampoo. You'll see that if you just take the time to read the ingredient list, which is something I realized that I did not do for years. Imagine that. I was using conditioner for about 20 years and never thought to read the back label. Never did. Nobody encouraged me. I didn't have a Tanya in my life. I didn't have YouTube to watch to be inspired and gain different perspectives to live my life better. So I struggled kind of hard. And that's really why I'm here, hoping that there's some Tanyas out there like me that care about their hair and their life and everything, and they want to be healthier and you want to be better and you want to make a bunch of money like me and you want to have your own beauty brand and you want to sell water like me. I understand it's not a lot of us. That's why I like and embrace my small tribe that I manage and maintain. I can't manage and maintain a whole crowd of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how the celebrities do that. But back to the origin of this video, which is my scalp care. So what I came on this morning to talk about is the importance of scalp care. So I'm gonna get down. Today I'm highlighting this amazing scalp brush. You see that right there? Amazing. You see all them bristles? A bunch. So I'm gonna show you how I use this brush. I'm highlighting it. Shout out to Yas Black Hair Care out in Phoenix. I don't think she's in Phoenix. She's in Tallahassee, something like that. I know I said it wrong, but her name is Ya, and her business is Ya's Black Hair Care. She's inside a Phoenix salon in Tucson, I believe is the city. But I went and she cut my hair. When was I there? I was there in November, and she cut my hair for me, and she did a really good job. Scared the crap out of me. So I have been using this brush for years. And mind you, I'm a brand owner, so I'm not too proud to admit that I found something better than what I offer. See, that's how mature I am and how holistic I am, because I'm not afraid to test something different in order to determine if it's better. And this brush is way better than the brush that I had us using. So now what I do for me and my clients is I test things first. So I understand in the beginning that I may not like it and it may not work. But how do I know that if I'm not testing it or trying it and seeing the result, right, of the use? So I've been using this brush for a minute, and it really is an amazing massage. So what I've also learned though, but this doesn't get off your buildup. The buildup is totally different, y'all. And these brushes, even this brush or this brush does not get up scalp buildup. I can prove it to you if you take my class, because that's what I do in my training. And anybody can take my training. Ooh, you don't need a beauty license. You don't need a hairstyling license to take my holistic scalp detox training, because I created the training. I'm going to certify you. I'm going to train you. I'm the creator of the holistic scalp detox program and certification. My master class includes this because this is how I have leveled up my entire life, by offering scalp detoxing, because now I get paid $185 instead of like $120. That's way more. That makes numbers way different in the day. And I have now 40, we just counted yesterday, I got 46 clients booking with me every 2 weeks. Because see, once you complete your 4 sessions with me, you're restored. That means your hair is healthier, your hair loss has minimized, and I show you that you have a new hair growth rate coming in at the scalp. So it's real hard for me to get rid of clients after they complete their 4th session, because I make it very clear, in order for you to keep getting what you're getting, you got to continue doing what we've been doing. So they continue to book with me every 2 weeks, and then I lock them into my VIP program. You see, I run business very smart and very strategically. I've been doing it for 31 years, so I ain't gonna lie, my salon business is on point. But I'm now prepared to teach and train others on how to get your salon business up to its next level, whatever that may be. If you're a braider, I can help you. I used to braid. If you do weaves, I can help you. I used to do vixen sew-ins and partial sew-ins, and you know what I'm saying? I can help you. If you are doing natural hair care, twisting, locking, I can help you. I'm gonna help you to establish what's called an onboarding program. I'm then gonna help you on how to talk that talk when they in your chair, because you know that is part of the formula. And then I'm gonna teach you how to also create an at-home care plan. This is what clients are looking for, everyone. I'm gonna teach you how to get money behind the chair, how to attract rich and high-end clients, not broke, struggling clients. Those are not your ideal clients. Hey, broke clients, nothing against you, but you guys really make our businesses struggle, because not having the money to be able to manage and maintain consistent appointments prevents us from providing you with the overall result. So those chair hoppers that think that it's what's up to just book with somebody one time and you never go back, that's like going and get your nails done one time and you never go back. They're gonna get messed up. And then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So go back consistently, no matter who you're seeing, you gotta be seen consistently. So back to the fact that you don't need a license to take my training, because beauty school does not teach holistic scalp detoxing. I do. Dermatologists don't get taught scalp detoxing. I'm gonna teach them too. Trichologists, you don't learn how to detox. I've already registered for the University of Trichology, or the University of Trichology Institute, something like that. UTI, it's in New York. Because I thought I wanted to be a trichologist, but then I realized, like, ooh, they don't really get the buildup off. Trichologists are trained to just help you to identify the scalp buildup condition. Maybe give you, like, you know what I'm saying, the little close-up situation on the monitor, that like I do in my, you know, my camera, but they do not remove the buildup. Dermatologists are not removing the buildup. Guess what, y'all? I snuck a dermatologist. Don't tell them. Don't tell them I told y'all. But I went to a dermatology appointment with one of my clients, and it was so heartbreaking that man, and he was a white dude, I'm not gonna lie, he admitted that he didn't know why her hair wasn't growing. And he admitted to us that hair growth is difficult. And what he really wanted to say was, you could tell he wanted to say it, y'all. He wanted to be like, y'all black people have different scenarios than my white clients. That's what they really want to say, and that's the truth. I'm strong enough to say it. It's true. I would pull a derm to the side and be like, come here, come here, come here. I get it. I get it. Black people used to not be able to really afford to see a dermatologist. So you see the initial and the primary and original dermatologists have only really been dealing with Caucasian clients, white clients. Nowadays, we are able to afford to see dermatologists, and they're not understanding that their prescriptions and recommendations for treatment is only ideal. Listen to me when I say this, my tribe. It's only ideal for the culture who shampoos their hair every 1 to 3 days. I don't even shampoo my hair that often. So if I went to go see a dermatologist myself, see, I'm different. I'm gonna challenge him because I'm gonna say, wait, hold on, every 3rd day. I don't wash my hair every 3rd day, and I'm not gonna break down my lifestyle and my life to wash my hair. We all know we leave the dermatologist, they give us that, shampoo bottle of 3 alcohols, golly, that only cleanses your hair. It only cleanses the flakes off your hair. I have up-team videos to prove this that I show in my holistic scalp detox training so that you understand that shampoo does not cleanse the scalp. Shampoos, anti-dandruff shampoos only cleanse the flakes off your hair. I can prove it. I've proven it already. That's why I got the classes now. I'm prepared to train anybody that wants to. Look, you don't even have to have a beauty business. I ain't tripping. You could just be, Jody on the block. You feel me? And you got a bunch of people with some scalp buildup and flakes and stuff in their scalp. You can come take the training so that they can come through to the house and you could be on the porch getting money. Because it do feel good, mind you. It increases your blood flow and it removes the buildup. So it's different than treating your scalp buildup. But let me get back to the dermatologist. Man, then my client, I told her not to do it. I told her, I don't think she even understood what the biopsy meant. I tried to tell her, he's about to cut a piece of your skin out. And she kind of looked at me like she was confused. And so I wasn't going to force her. So she let the man cut the little biopsy. And then he did it in her thin area. And then I'm like, I didn't want to expose myself because he already was kind of looking at me like, this girl's pressing me kind of hard with these questions because he didn't know he was in the presence of a holistic practitioner because I had to go do the research. And I couldn't believe that he admitted to her. Let me go back to that. A dermatologist getting paid all that money admitted to my client that he did not know why her hair was not growing. He saw the new growth because what my client did do, she snuck them with her photos. Because he tried to say that her current condition was in the alopecia phase. Oh, no, derm. She's growing. So I told her before we went in there, make sure you show him your before photo. So when she hit him with her before photo that showed that she had way less hair in her edges, oh, he was really shook at everyone. He was like, he didn't ask her, what are you doing? He told her, keep doing what you're doing. Then at the end, told her to go home and use the shampoo every 3 days. That's not going to happen with somebody that has wavy hair. We're not doing that. So my approach, my holistic scalp detoxing approach, removes the scalp detoxing and increases the blood flow. These are 2 things that you aren't doing. Unless you're already in my chair, you're doing it. But I see now like, whoa. In addition to treatment, I'm not downplaying treatment. I'm now actually testing the usage of oil on scalp buildup. And I was shook when one of my clients just came in. Not that it minimizes the buildup, but the oil definitely changed the consistency of the buildup and it made it way easier for me to get her scalp clean. And I loved it. I told her it didn't take me as long to detox her scalp. Usually it takes me like 50 minutes to get her scalp detox because she sweats a lot in 14 days. Every 14th day she comes in, she feels the cape. And that is because she sweats anybody hot flashing a lot and has a lot of hair. She has a lot of hair on her head. You got scalp buildup. Listen, listen, listen. I have up teen clients booking with me, and I do consultations. One of the 8 questions I ask them is, do you see any flaking or itching on your scalp? Do you know how many women tell me no to that question? And then when they come into my chair, it's a snowstorm coming up out their heads. That there identifies the lack of knowledge and awareness of what's going on our scalps, especially in these dry climates like Colorado, like Arizona, like Nevada, like Utah. Listen, I just had a man drive all the way up from Utah to come see me to get his scalp detox because he already knew he had psoriasis patches and he had a gang of them. I have the video in my YouTube and I removed these patches, and he told me his mother has sent him to up-teen dermatologists that have only treated. That's not what scalp buildup needs. It comes off. So to treat it, you're making it worse. You're adding to it, whether it's an oil, a cream, or something like minoxidil, or all of that is treatment. And it does not remove. I mean, we all know this. The only thing that's a corrosive, that's what removes, is bleach. We're not putting no bleach on our skin because it's going to burn. What else is a corrosive? Acid. We're not going to drop acid on our scalps because it's going to burn. I've tried vinegar, that burns. So I've done so much research that I've already determined and found that these other approaches, I'm not going to say that they don't do nothing, but they're not as effective as using a sharp rat tooth comb on the scalp when the buildup is in the dry state. It not only is going to remove the blockage of your anagen phase, but it also is going to increase the anagen phase. Because if that blockage of buildup is on the surface, well, of course, you're going to have lack of hair growth in just that area. I tell my clients all the time, if what these doctors and dermatologists were saying was really true, then your whole head would be struggling. But that's not the case. So then I help my clients do the holistics. That's what I'm all about, y'all. Let's just slow down and look at the whole. That's what holistics is all about. Holistics doesn't have anything to do with no chemicals. That's the lie that the natural community likes to tell. I don't lie. So I don't have to lie to my people by saying my product is chemical free. No, it ain't. My product is water, and I know that it's got chemicals in it. You feel me? I'm not here to mislead us, nor trick us, nor lie to us, nor market us. I just told somebody that I just brought onto my team the other day. I told her, we don't market my product. You don't have to convince somebody when you're selling something that works. You feel me? All you got to do is promote it, tell them what it is, what it does, and how they get it, how to buy it. So back to the origin. The scalp buildup scenario is affecting over 80 million Americans, and half of them don't even know that they have a scalp problem. So many people are like, what? What? Well, you would do that if nobody has ever cared for your scalp. Think about it. How many times you've been to a salon and you've gone straight to the shampoo bowl? That's like going to a dentist and not being flossed, just getting cleaned. It's the same theory, same mindset. There is what's called a complete approach to hair care. Now, hair styling, that's when you ignore the scalp, ignore the ends, and add a bunch of product. That's hairstyling. That's what beauty school teaches us to do. I'm here to take us beyond beauty school. I'm here to teach us different things like the water, teach you about climate, teach you about product knowledge, make you read the labels. We do this in my classes. You're gonna leave so inspired and educated. Everyone that takes my trainings, because I haven't started, I've trained a lot of people already. They always say, Miss Tanya, that makes so much sense, because I'm not here to change you. That's on you. You got to change. I'm just here to educate you. There's a difference. And once you become educated, you're like, oh my God. Like once you realize moisture, my product is water, and I understand it's not moisture. That would be me lying. That would be marketing my product to tell y'all, this is moisture. You can moisturize your hair with my water. That's a lie because you can't moisturize with water, and moisture is not in a bottle because you know moisturizers and moisture ain't got nothing to do with each other, and I didn't know that either. So see, I'm here to help us be better. I'm here to help us clear the confusion. I'm here to help us stop making the mistakes. You feel me? So let me get back to my at-home scalp care. So, anybody have any questions? Because I see y'all. Thank you for liking. I hope you have subscribed if you haven't already. I pray that you're ready to invest into your life. My price is cheap. Do y'all know how expensive it is to take some trichology scalp training? Hello? It's in upwards of $1,000 to attend UTI. Do you know how many thousands of dollars on how much schooling you got to go through to be a dermatologist, to offer scalp care? Excuse me, detoxing? My $250, that's my introductory price. So I highly encourage everybody, if you're smart, you know that the starting price is the cheapest price because everything increases over time. So like anything, how we used to know some things was cheap when they first came out, and now they super like gas. Gas is high as heck now. Oh, I can tell I got filled up right here because the bristles feel different. Oh, it's like head sex. Feels so good, my God. And what this is doing, a bristle brush don't do. So anybody's like, well, I brush my hair with a bristle brush. Well, baby, these bend. These don't. These are way more sturdier than a bristle, so it's not as effective. And it's not gonna, bristle brush is gonna tangle your hair, so you can't exfoliate the scalp. You can only brush through the hair. Because the hair brush is for the hair, it's not for the scalp. Ooh-wee. So I do this, which I believe is why my hair is sprouting now. It's growing. Even my clients have told me, like, Tanya, your hair is getting so full. I'm like, I know. Like, all of a sudden, when I cut it, you couldn't even really see my back because it was so clean. I didn't have nothing really coming out in the sides like I do now. So any hello questions from me? So we'll just sit here and watch me. I like getting our edges because that's where a lot of your sweat, ooh, yes, it feels so good. That's where a lot of your sweat collects. Oh, yes. And once you start doing this, your scalp, you start waking your scalp up. Ooh, and it feels so good. Man. Can't do this with no bristle brush. You've been entangled all your hairs, and look, no shedding. Ain't no hairs in the brush. That's what I love about it. So y'all better get one. Because what I'm even starting to tell my clients is like some of them be sweating their butts off. I call some of my clients chain sweaters, like a cigarette, like a chain smoker. They can't even get through the 2 hours of session without sweating. Like, girl, your insides is hot. Talking about hot to trot. Some of my clients is super hot, so their buildup is excessive. And I'm telling them, like, even though they're here with me every in the suite every 2 weeks, for their level of sweating, 14 days is too long. So I'm starting to inspire my clients, like I'm always creating alternative solutions because they can't afford me every week. So I told one client, I told her to go to the beauty schools just to get the shampooing done because I told her you can't keep going 14 days without washing your hair. I mean, my clients are very spoiled because my results of the My Water experience and the scalp detoxing, it keeps our hair manageable for a grip, actually. But I've done the research to understand that your hair loss increases when you get away so far away from shampoo day. And now we got this scalp buildup problem because I don't know if anybody's paying attention to climate. I know you all are real busy and you don't got time to do the research I do, but I've paid attention to climate lately. And Colorado is drying out like it's scary. Yesterday, we were drier than Nevada and Arizona. And those two states are the actual desert states. And we were lower than them. And all that's doing is affecting everyone's hair and plants. Everyone here in Colorado is kind of noticing like my grass homeowners had a high influx of water bill in charges last summer because our climate here in Colorado has gotten so dry that it's evaporating. One day at my shop, it was raining and we were watching the raindrops fall down. One of the other girls took note to the fact that the raindrops was evaporating as fast as they were dropping on the ground. That's never been the case here in Denver. So, and only my long-term clients, everyone knows that, yeah, their scalps are way worse than they were, say, even last year this time. Some clients that used to have minimal scalp buildup are now feeling like my cape, and it's bothersome. So I'm like, and they're admitting I'm sweating. So listen, your sweat does not disappear. That's the whiteness on your skin. So many people call ashiness thinking that's your dry skin. That's not dry skin. That's your sweat that has dried onto your skin. And I think that it has a lot to also do with the tap water. I think that the chlorine in the tap water, because chlorine also turns to a solid once it oxidizes and comes out these pipes. And when that turns to a solid, it turns white. So I think a lot of the stuff that we see that we think is our dry skin, your skin's not dry till after the day you die, not even on the day of death. Your skin is dry because now I've done the research on the anatomy of the human body. So it's like, oh my God, all these myths that my mom and all them told me in the beginning is not true. You know what I'm saying? Like dirty hair is better hair. My mom told me that at one point. She was like, your hair does better if it's dirty. And I remember as a kid kind of knowing that that was weird because it was like, my hair does better dirty. My mom was different. Y'all got to excuse her. I was raised very different and poorly, you know. She let the ding dong distract her. I mean, she got some good D in her life, and I understand it now because I got some in mine. But my kids are grown. I don't have a minor. She had a minor, and she let that good D distract her from me. Dang, that's jacked up, huh? Then she told me one day, I didn't know you needed me like that. I'm a minor, mom, and I'm your only child. How you come to the conclusion that I don't need you like that? So I grew up with issues, y'all. So I grew up not washing my hair, but once every 30 days. That's like only changing your panties once a month. That's gross. I don't care who you are and where you're from. That's nasty to go that long without washing your head. My God. And then it smells like all my clients. I tell them you got like a head funk coming up off your head because you've sweated. Think about it. If we didn't clean our underarms, I tell my clients, try going. I tell everyone on here, I encourage you and do what I did because I tried it. And try to go as long without taking a bath that you go without washing your hair. Just do it. You're going to have so many ahas. Some real research for you. Try it. You ain't going to kill you. You ain't going to die. But you are going to find out that the same thing your head does, your body does. The only difference is you're choosing not to cleanse your head like you cleanse your body. Makes so much sense. And that's another thing. Y'all better start drinking more water. Um, Hydration don't come through tea and wine and what else did everybody do? Coffee. That's not hydration. That will dehydrate you actually, especially if you're drinking a bunch of it. So back to what I was just talking about. More importantly, oh, my scalp. Y'all are awfully quiet this morning. Oh, and happy birthday to my mom and my auntie. Um, oh Lord, it's their birthday today, but we have the memorial for my grandmother on Thursday, and they don't like each other. My mom and my sister, my mom and my aunt. So it's really sad watching watching them argue the way they are. Like, I'm an only child. I don't know about anybody else on here, and I mean by my mama and my daddy ain't never had no other kids but me. Because I know some people try to square up on me and be like, I'm an only child by my mom. No, your dad messed that up for you because you know your dad got a gun to other kids. Ways out. But my dad was special. He only had me. And my mother only had me. So things are really weird and uncomfortable for me right now because my mom just making things difficult. I don't want to talk bad about her or nothing because today's her birthday, but she's done made my life a little challenging. Oh man, so this has been, again, like I said it in the beginning, I've been a little mentally challenged here lately, but I'm still pushing. I still have what's called, oh man, I forgot, I gotta go run this order to a client. And I'm overwhelmed. I need an assistant. I need a personal assistant, just somebody to come live with me and hang out with. No, I don't want you living with me. Just hang out with me every day, like come over and we meet up so you can just do stuff for me. Like, hey, go get the stuff out the kitchen. Go get the clothes. Go get the towels and the cakes out the dryer. You know what I'm saying? Go get my scrubs out the cleaners for me, please. Can you go take the car? Go get an oil change. But see, I've tried to hire assistants and I've had to fire them because females are a little different, a little ungrateful sometimes. And when I smell that, it's like, uh-oh, you can't work for me. But nonetheless, I want everyone to understand one thing. We got to start caring for our scalps. If you want growth, I know that's not everybody. You get to at least manage and maintain what you got and not lose all of it. You got to follow the full holistic approach. But we got to start addressing our scalps because our climate is changing. Tap water's getting all hard, climate's getting all dry. I mean, I think Arizona has always been dry like that, but Colorado has not always been that dry. And it's really weird how it's like spreading into the state, the dryness. So, whew, oh. This is like, let me give y'all a scenario. This is like brushing your teeth. Okay. Do you not brush your teeth just because you went to go see the dentist? No. You start brushing your teeth the next day, right? Right. Why? Because you go back to eating, and it's the food that is called tartar that is what collects on your teeth. And if you don't brush every day, you're gonna have tartar built up, right? Used to call it butter when I was little on your teeth. Your scalp carries the same theory. Oh my God. Your scalp, just because you go get your hair done or you wash your hair, you're gonna stop brushing your scalp. You sweat, and listen. Your eccrine gland, which is a lot of the things that I educate about in my holistic scalp detox training, but I educate you on the glands of the human body because a lot of people are living and don't know nothing about their own body. So many people look at me and say, I don't sweat. I'd be like, that's like telling me you don't fart. Yes, you do. And they just giggle. Well, if I believed you, I would believed you and thought that you don't sweat. Yes, you do sweat. Stop saying that. You may not feel you're sweating, but you sweat. So many women try to sell me that in my chair. And I'm like, hush, you clearly are exposing the fact that you have zero human anatomy and knowledge. Because everybody sweats. Babies sweat, old people sweat, men sweat, women sweat. Like some people think that the only time they sweat in hot flashes when they go through menopause. That is not true. Babies hot flash. They just can't say nothing. You know, now that I see and did the research, it's like, my God, my God, I was so distracted and misled and brainwashed by all these marketing myths and ploys. But the scalp, that's like the dirt of a plant. That's like the flossing of your teeth. It's the whole approach for your head care, for the hair care. Listen, shampooing your hair without detoxing your scalp is like trying to prune a plant that you're not watering. It's not going to grow just because you're pruning it and then sat it in some sunlight. You have to also water the dirt. You can't just water the dirt and not put it in proper sunlight. Look, a lot of girls in my building, they try to bring live plants into their private salon suites. There's no UV rays. That's one of the primary essentials for a plant, and they wonder why the plant never grows. You're not following the proper approach for growth of the plant. You got to put it in proper sunlighting. You also have to make sure the dirt don't dry out, and you have to manage and prune off the dead ends. The same approach in theory applies with our hair. You have to manage the scalp, which is like the dirt. You got to also take care of the hair, which is where the My Water experience comes in at. And then you have to prune the ends. Listen, this is another area of exclusive training that I'm bringing for you all. I'm going to teach you the difference between a haircut and a hair trim, because there's a lot of individuals out here in the world that are behind the chair that have told me to my face they think that a haircut and a hair trim is the same thing. I get it. They ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm different and I give my clients a difference. There's a big difference between my hair trim and my haircut. When I haircut, oh, you're noticeably shorter. I'm going to do your length like this, okay? You see that? That's a haircut. My hair trims, you come in like this, you leave like this. You feel me? Nobody gets shorter with my hair trims, and I'm now ready and prepared to teach others the difference. So you can add that onto your menu. Offer your clients more flexibility. That's what attracts bougie clients like myself. Options. Give me an option of a hard press or a silk press, because that's another area of exclusive training that I'm bringing y'all. How to use a Marcel iron. These plug-ups limit you. You can only do so much, and they take way longer compared to how fast you can get a Marcel silk press done. Kills a plug-up all day. So I'm bringing that education to you all as well. Any questions for me? Ooh, this is some AMSR type stuff. Come here. Let me get y'all closer so that maybe that's interesting, because I'm on a mission. And did y'all subscribe that are watching and that are not engaging? So let me get a little closer so hopefully you can hear this. My edges are growing back in. They had gotten so thin. And now look, I got all this peach fuzz growing in now. Even right here, I had began to lose my fullness. But now I got, look, I can pinch the hairs now. I never had hair here. So now this is all I do. Even over here, all of this is filling in. I can even grab it now. And not having to take no biotin pill or smear no growth serum. I mean, we can do that, but man, this is a holistic approach that feels better. I don't have to spend no money on, a serum or anything. And growth serums don't increase your blood flow. So once we add that to our scalps, whether you like it or not, that oil is suffocating the pore, because serums are thick. You got to use like a thin oil, like mineral oil or jojoba oil. But if you're using like olive oil, then it's some thick ass. Ooh, I didn't mean to cuss. Those are some thick oils. And thick oils can't get through the pores, so they don't block it. And now you got a problem. That's not what's up. Now you got a problem. And that's self inflicted, so don't let that be you. Don't be adding heavy oils, processed oils. Go with light, individual oils. Now that's crazy. My hair looks decent, but it's wash day, so I'm about to wash it. Why? Because I have hairs coming out. My hair loss has increased. So one thing I have also learned with the research is that shedding is a part of the hair life. That means alopecia. So everybody has alopecia. You got alopecia, your mom got alopecia, your kids got alopecia. Everybody has alopecia. What the research shows is that all of us have what's called, at one point, your hair loss increases. Okay, this is facts for everybody. And what the research also proves is that all you got to do is wash your hair, and that resets your hair loss back to hardly minimal, back to minimal. I was trained and misled and brainwashed to believe that if a client came into me and said, Miss Tanya, I'm shedding or I'm suffering hair loss, I was supposed to give them a protein treatment. Well, I had to do the holistics with that too. What is a protein treatment? Because I had a hard time finding that word on the bottles. And when I did the research, I stumbled across a line called Hawaiian Silky and Design Essentials, and Lucents had bottles that actually have the word protein on it. But then I had to even dive deeper to ask, what is a protein? No one can answer me this. We had a deep conversation the other day about what we think protein really is. I'm going to tell y'all, my protein is water. So many people think protein is a meat. Then the word got cross contaminated into the cosmetic industry, and we started calling stuff that don't match. You know what I mean? Like natural. Our hair is not natural. That hurts. So many people get mad at me when I say that, but it's true. You're man-made. You didn't come from the dirt or the earth. You came out of a woman. I almost said something. So we're not natural. Your hair is not natural. That was confusing to me. Yeah. But I just lost my train of thought. I was on to something good because I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, hair loss. That's what I was talking about. I had to learn that there is more than one way to putting on a pair of pants. I used to think that no, you can only put them on forward. No, you can put pants on backwards. It does work. You can zip them up and everything, unless you got a big bodacious booty. It may not work, but you can put pants on backwards. There's more than one way. You can put both legs in at the same time to put them pants on. You can put the right leg in first. You can put the left leg in first. I had to do the holistics with that. It was like, dang, that's facts. There is more than one way to put it on a pair of pants. There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's now more than one way to scalp care. I got the holistic approach. I got my scalp detox training is now official. It's launched. It's official. I have my location in Phoenix, Arizona, March 24th. I'm doing 2 classes, one at 12 to cater to those that may be off during the day, and then I'm going to do a night class for those that may work during the day. I already have 3 students that have registered for my class. Can't wait to meet them. They know that their community has a scalp care problem and they're lacking that in their community. So they want to become one of the first holistic scalp detox masters in that community. So I'm super excited for that. I pray to grow and I pray to travel the world, visiting other salons, training them on how to add this amazing service to their menus, how to reverse alopecia, because my master class will teach you all of that. The Holistic Scalp Detox is just an amazing add-on service that increases blood flow and removes the buildup. Nobody else is removing buildup. Nobody else is removing the buildup for us. So this Holistic Scalp Detox training is going to train you on how to do so safely. I'm gonna teach you different pressures. I'm gonna teach you different angles. I'm gonna teach you what it is, why it builds. I'm gonna teach you why they come with these different words like psoriasis, dermatitis, and dandruff. It all means scalp buildup, and it comes off. Wow, right? Just like the tartar on your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Can you get it all off at home? No, you need a professional or someone behind you. I'll say it that way. You need someone trained on how to remove the buildup behind you in order to get it off. So if that's you, if you're me and you would love to detox a scalp and provide a much better, healthier head of hair, take my training. We have fun. We're gonna laugh. I'm gonna feed you, and you're gonna leave educated. You're gonna leave. I give every student a kit. You get a holistic scalp detox kit, so that you are ready to start maximizing your earning potential as soon as you leave. And trip, yeah. Guess what? This is an add-on service. What does that mean? Because I know we don't have a lot of salon business here in the world, but that means you don't have to solicit new clients. All you're going to do is just add this onto your menu and then introduce it to your clients and ask them would they like a nice scalp massage and detox. Nobody says no to that. Nobody says no to that question. So it's an automatic win-win for you and the client, because the client now gets a level up. They get their scalp serviced instead of ignored, right? Or treated. They get their scalp detoxed instead of treated. And you're going to generate, if you follow my approach to locking the client into the chair, they're going to be back, and then you're going to be able to notice their increased hair growth. Boy, then you'll be known as the hair growth premier specialist in your city or town, just like I've become here in Denver. Everyone's calling me. My Google page is cracking. I get at least 4 or 5 calls every day of individuals that they're looking for affordable hair growth. That stuff is not affordable. My little $185 a session is cheap, because we all know, anybody that's gone after real hair restoration, you all know that that's thousands of dollars to get, and they're not doing nothing for your hair. They're only going to poke you in your scalp for that thousands of dollars. I'm doing both. I'm going to detox your scalp and restore your hair health, have you leaving me looking like I gave you a relaxer and I don't even use conditioner. 185 is also about to increase in my salon. I'm about to make a move on Denver. They've been sleeping on me all these years, and it's crazy because I'm from Denver, yet all my clients are not from Denver and they don't know me. This is not how I expected things to go. I've been to 2 high schools here in Denver. I've been to George and Manual, worked for the city of Denver. So I know a gang of people here. But they don't book with me. They still doing braids and weaves and relaxers and chemical treatments. So they're suffering hair loss and still looking for a $55 service. That's going to keep you losing your hair. If you're looking for an affordable solution, hair growth is not affordable. Hair loss is not affordable. So I got to get off of here. It's already 8 o'clock my time. I have meetings that I got to do this morning. One with my marketing team. The next one will be with my virtual assistant that I just hired, because we got some emails to blast out to Arizona. Ugh. So I hope to see all you in class eventually. And if you want me to come to your city or state, all you got to do is reach out to me. I'll put you into contact with my team. Make sure that there's a budget to get me there. And I'm coming to provide you with exclusive training. We're ready. We're tired of YouTube stuff, right? Let's finally learn something new, something exclusive, and something that's really going to set you apart and level you up, all right? I'm getting off of here. Thank y'all for joining me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me. I pray you do well today. Happy Sunday. I'll see you hopefully next Sunday. I was not on last Sunday because I was in Atlanta doing me. So thanks for joining me, y'all, and have a good day. Okay? Bye.